Hi everyone, this is Roho the Cat, and today we're going to learn how to build this fully automatic log farm. The farm is fully automatic and does not require any player input. It will produce up to 3 stacks of logs per hour, and the items required for this build are listed in the description to this video. So without much further ado, let's get into the build. Place a tower of 5 temporary blocks with an upwards facing dispenser on top. On top of the dispenser, place a moss block, followed by a temporary block, then a moss block to the left. Behind this upper moss block, place a temporary block with a dispenser on top facing towards the front. On the lower moss block, place 3 blocks, remove 2 of them, place a piston facing towards the moss, with a block on top, and then a second piston facing towards the moss. Go to the rear and beneath the upper dispenser place a downwards facing observer, so its face is looking at the ground. Place a temporary block on its face, and then a second observer facing upwards on the temporary block. Place 2 further temporary blocks, remove 1 and place a sticky piston so it's facing back towards the observer. On top of this block, place a Redstone Dust, followed by a block underneath with a repeater on it, then an upward facing sticky piston with a block, another block, and then blocks in this configuration with a redstone torch on this block which will cause the piston to fire. Next, go to this side. Come underneath, place a temporary block with 1 next to it, with a repeater on it. Form a row of building blocks going back towards the lower dispenser. And place a block next to the sticky piston. Place redstone dust on all of these blocks. Place a grid of 3x2 building blocks, with a block on the corner one. Take a lever and place it on the face of this block and turn it on. Then place a redstone torch on the side which will switch off, and then 4 repeaters, each set to 4 ticks in this configuration. On this moss block, place a row of 6 blocks going out this direction, and then remove the first 5. On this one, place a row of 4 sticky pistons, and then 1 out to one side on the first and third one, making an F shape. On the 2 legs of the F shape, place an observer facing away with a block on its face. And on the rest of the F, place sticky pistons, like so. Place a temporary block on the rear of this block here, and then create another F shape using sticky pistons. And remove the temporary block. As before, on the legs, place observers facing away from the rest of the F, with blocks on their faces. On the rest of it, place regular pistons. Go to the rear and on the 2 lengths of the F, place blocks with the lower one going out, creating a staircase to get to the upper blocks, and place redstone dust on top. Do the same with the other F. So that's 2 blocks, come out 1, temporary block with 1 on top, and then redstone dust on all of them. Come to the rear corner and connect up these 2 lengths here with a block on the corner. Place redstone repeaters, connecting the 2 with 3 of them set to 4 ticks and the final one set to 1 tick. If you are enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. Come back to the front and place a building block in front of the moss block with a comparator on its face. and a sticky piston facing off to one side with a redstone block on its face. Come underneath, place 3 blocks like so, and remove 1, or remove 2, with redstone dust on top, with a block up to one side with a redstone torch on top, a block on top of that, another redstone torch on top, then a block on top, and connect it to the others with redstone dust. Starting on top of the redstone block, place 5 building blocks going away in this direction. On the 5th one, place an observer facing in that direction and remove the temporary blocks. Place 3x2 obsidian. On the centre in the bottom, place another one with one out to one side and then this L shape. Coming away from the bottom obsidian in the centre, place 7 building blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the last one, place a temporary block and go up by 1. With this obsidian, continue it with building blocks until the end. Over on this side, place 1 building block, followed by a dispenser facing inwards, and then continue the building blocks until the end. Now when you place water here, it'll flow to the end but not go over the side. Come over to this side and beneath the observer place 3 building blocks, then 1 behind the dispenser, and infill it with redstone dust. On top of the observer and the obsidian next to it, place a tower of 3 blocks like this. Go to the right hand side and behind the obsidian place a column of 9 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep the bottom one and remove the ones above it. Place a row of 6 blocks going in this direction and 6 in this direction. Continue it down for 6 more blocks and then connect it up but leave a 1 block gap. Remove the 2 blocks, place a chest with a hopper facing into its rear. In the opposite corner, place water and it will flow towards the hopper but not cover it. Go to the dispenser and fill it with TNT. Go over to the tree farm and place a hopper facing into the lower dispenser with a double chest and fill the double chest with bone meal. Go to the upper dispenser and place 2 hoppers facing into its rear with a double chest on top. Fill this chest with bone meal too. The farm is now built. To turn it on, simply press this switch here. When the lower moss block is bone mealed, it can cause an azalea to appear on the upper moss block. It will get bone mealed and grow into a tree, which will then be moved aside by the pistons. Once enough trees have grown, they will trigger the observer, which will dispense TNT. This will blow up the logs, which will fall into the water stream below and go into the chest. And that concludes this Roho the Cat tutorial on how to build a fully automatic log farm. I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!